Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. This week I am using a kit from The Giving Girl. I think it's just called Summer. I have never used a kit from The Giving Girl before, to my knowledge, to my memory. I really don't think I have. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was such a fun format. It was such a gorgeous, gorgeous kit, and it was really cool with the kind of almost like stone alcohol swatches, I don't know, but really cool kit. Really cool clip art, and she balanced it really well with kind of the way she'd done the full boxes and the washi and everything. I really thoroughly enjoyed planning with this kit, and I love the amount of boxes that she offers on her on that sheet that has all the different kind of fancy boxes. Sorry, there's a car alarm going off. I have no idea if that's coming through on the microphone. It sounds really far away, but I feel like it's the kind of thing that we'll definitely pick up in the background on the microphone, so apologies. Yeah, the sheet with all the different shapes and sizes of boxes, absolutely incredible. So many different ones, and all of them different colours, patterns, different foil on them. I mean, just really a fantastically formatted kit. And then, of course, because it's a Giving Girl kit, she also has the bowstring boxes on it that match the kit. Just amazing. I can't believe, I remember many years ago sort of going through her website and thinking to myself, buy a kit, but I was so uncertain about the format at the time. But of course now I have a lot of regrets. I would have used them a lot now. I think this is beautiful, and I've got a couple of other Giving Girl kits to use. They're in my other planner, so I probably won't film them. Sorry, Wendy's having a nice little glug of water now. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, just fantastic. Really fantastic. And I don't think her shop sells the same stuff anymore, which is such a shame. I know she doesn't sell her bowstring boxes, and when I posted a story on my Instagram about the base of the spread, she messaged me to say, "Oh, it's such a throwback." So I don't think she sells this sort of stuff anymore. I'm gonna have a look, but it's such a shame if she doesn't, because it's brilliant. It's such a great format, and it's really beautifully designed, and I loved it. Sorry, I'm sure you can get the gist of that. I absolutely loved it. So in the sidebar, what you'll see here is I'm just popping one of the swimsuit girls, I think they're called, onto one of the full boxes, just to kind of give it a little bit more, so it's not just kind of an empty box. Really glad I did that. I think it fits really well. I used a bunch of starfish. I believe those are from Monk and Marple. Pretty sure those are from Monk and Marple. I'm questioning myself now, but I think they are. And then some old floral foil from Sadies stickers, I think, that doesn't exist anymore. It came with one of their kits. And then the July script was from Sadies stickers, and the date dots was from Sadies stickers as well. This was a really exciting week. I am not even going to pretend that it wasn't, because this is the week that I saw Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic in concert for the first time, and it was amazing. It was amazing. That will forever be one of the highlights of my life. And I'm sure I haven't filmed the week that it is now at present, but I'm sure that I will, and I did book to go and see him again, and the day that I'm recording this voiceover, I am seeing him again the same day, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I bought a standing ticket this time just so I can be closer to the stage, but we had such a blast. So just to go over the base of the spread, I forgot to say, I'm sure you saw it at the beginning, but I did print some floral deco. This kit didn't really come with any florals, and the singular deco sheet that it did come with I didn't use, because then it would have stood out quite a lot compared to the florals that I used. But yeah, so Paper Crown Planner I already owned. This was for the kit. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh my goodness. It's totally gone. It's not destination. It is... Oh my goodness, I'll put it in the description box anyway when my brain starts working. But yeah, so I already had that as part of a kit that I purchased from Paper Crown Planner. So I just moved it around to get it to, to maximise basically on the amount of floral deco that I could print, and then printed that to use with this kit. So I just used the washi section for the date cover, and then I used the actual floral deco. Oh, I almost had it then. It's like desert, but it's not desert. And then I just used the actual floral deco throughout the spread, and I think it matched really well, because it matched basically the full box on Thursday is the same floral deco as the floral deco I've used. It's just a slightly different colour tone, but to be honest, the colour tone matched the kind of blues and pinky nudes in the kit, so it didn't really matter, and I think it's worked out really nicely. I really like how the spread has looked in the end. So in my previous plan with me, if you watch that, you'll have seen that I was in Mallorca for a few days with my family, so this is kind of the continuation of that. So Monday and Tuesday I was still in Mallorca. So Monday both days we just chilled by the pool. The place that we go to stay has kind of smaller pools by where all the villas are, and then kind of a big main hotel pool. We stayed by the smaller pools on these days, and it was so lovely. It was just so much calmer, and we could just kind of we almost sort of had them to ourselves. People would come and go, but there were a lot of kind of pockets of time where it was just us and a couple of other people, and it was really, really nice. Me and my dad walked over to the pool bar to get our favourite grilled cheeses again and some chips. And then I went and got some iced lollies. And then we did have dinner at our favourite Italian this night, because it was closed. Sorry, my stomach's going crazy. It was closed on the Saturday when we tried to go and eat there. So we'd gone again tonight. We knew that they were going to be reopening. So I'm so glad that I stayed the extra day, because that is, again, just such sensational food. Once again, the curse of the mid-voiceover sneeze is upon us. Apologies for the change in voiceover there, the weird cut. It's really ironic to me that our favourite food or our favourite restaurant in Spain is an Italian, and both of the Italian restaurants that we went to, so the new one to us from Saturday and our favourite one, sorry, my stomach really is going mad, I haven't eaten yet this morning. It is gargling like a maniac. But their Italian food is sensational, absolutely sensational. Those two restaurants, the pasta dishes are just incredible. Then we played some more rummy in the evening. So fun, so fun. It's like a cross between gin, rummy and mahjong. That's how it's been described. I've never played either of those things, so I can't speak to that, but it is so fun, where you kind of play with number tiles, and you've got to kind of make patterns with them. Oh, it's just amazing. It's so fun. And then me and my sister went for some cocktails in the main hotel. That was really fun. That was really, really good fun. And then Tuesday, like I say, we did the same again. We just chilled by the pool. It was actually so hot that I read in the pool. I just sat in the water and read. It was so refreshing. We went for manager drinks in the afternoon, and then straight over to pick up some pizzas from La Finca again, and we just had those back at the villa. They were not particularly good, I have to say. It's one of those situations where we all absolutely should have just gone for the kind of basic normal pizza, but me and my sister, I think my dad as well, we all went for the kind of more interesting pizzas, and I wish I'd just gone for the basic pizza, but it was fine. It did the job. And then my dad dropped me to the airport for my flight home. I was supposed to fly home at something like 10:20, and it got pushed back. I think we left at about 10 to 11 Spanish time in the evening, but they made up the time in the air, so we landed the same time in Bristol, and that was all absolutely fine. It was so cool. I have talked about my issues with flying in previous Plan With Me's, but I really have been doing so much work to try to enjoy flying, certainly to work on kind of the breathing exercises and managing the anxiety, but I really want to enjoy it as much as I can as well. And this was one of those flights where it was pretty smooth the whole way. There was not a cloud in the sky, or there were very, very limited kind of tiny little clouds in the distance. And I could just watch the world go by underneath. It was amazing. And because it was so dark, everything was lit up. We flew past a fireworks display, which to watch that from like 36,000 feet is so cool because it's so tiny. It was amazing. It really was one of the best flights that I've been able to enjoy. So that was a nice, easy flight home. And then just a boring couple of days in work, just the standard. I was pretty tired from travelling, so just kind of work, walking the dog, sleeping, cooking my favourite foods. That's why I vlog the salmon bowl. It's one of my favourite dishes at the moment. Lou had a massage on Thursday. I've been really struggling to find another show to pick up and enjoy, but I've managed to find somewhere that I can watch CSI New York, because I haven't watched that for years. But Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, it's okay. It's not my favourite. It's the same lead actor, which is why I was just thinking about CSI New York. But it's fine. Of course, it's not as good as Criminal Minds, but it's fine. It's a bit cheesier. It's a bit uninteresting, I think, because they've lost, where Criminal Minds has some of the kind of really interesting serial killer plot lines. This doesn't really have that. It's just kind of crime abroad. And yeah, so some of it's a bit generic and it's a bit cheesier than others, but it's fine. And then Sadies stickers, I don't know if they still have it going on at the moment, but they had a 50% off sale on this week, so I did order a bunch of foil in that sale because it was all 50% off, and I use a lot of foil from Sadies stickers, so I stocked up on some of my kind of regular foil that I use. Friday, pretty much same again, just work, Criminal Minds, Beyond Borders and sleep. And then we did have a McDonald's. I was so tired. Lou kindly went and got a McDonald's for us, just as a one-off, so that I didn't have to cook that evening. Saturday was a lovely day, actually. So I did a really early morning walk with Wendy because it's been so hot. We've either had to walk really early morning or quite late in the evening, and I mean like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, because it's far too hot in the day. So this is one of the days where I took her out early in the morning because I was up early enough. I had a step class. I am loving step aerobics at the moment. I'm getting a little bit addicted to it. I think it's every Saturday and every Monday, and it's really good. It's really good. I do enjoy that, and it's so encouraging to be able to do so much more now and not crash out really hard. I did some filming in the afternoon, and then we played some computer games with one of our best friends. That was really fun, actually. We really like playing Pummel Party together, and Lou really likes golf with friends, just a round or two. But it's good fun if you're looking for something to play with people online that you can just chat nonsense while you're playing and not really think about it. Highly recommend Golf with Friends. It's just such a silly game, but they do take it quite seriously. And then Lou and I watched a film called The Vast of Night. It's been on his list for ages. It's a really interesting sci-fi film. It's a really, really, really slow burner. So if it's on your list, just be prepared to have to really play the long game. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of nothing happening, and then quite a lot happens towards the end, but you don't see a lot. It's very much kind of built up in your head, if that makes sense, of what's going on, and kind of trying to figure out. Basically, the whole premise is they hear this noise on a certain frequency, and it's just these two people that hear it, and they're trying to figure out what it is, and it's fun. It's another kind of nice sci-fi film, but it is very, very slow, so just be warned, it's not kind of an exciting sci-fi film by any means. So Sunday was the day. Sunday was the day I saw Bruno Mars live in Wembley. I was up quite early. I did the food shop, but I was so exhausted from I cannot explain to you how busy and stressful the supermarkets were, that I came back, I did a little bit of, no, I filmed before the food shop actually, but I just couldn't make it fit how I wanted it to. So I wrote them down the wrong way around in my planner. But I was so exhausted after the food shop that I had to go and lie down. So Lou's mum arrived I was going with his mum, his sister and my sister. She arrived about 3 hours earlier than everyone was planning to arrive. And I had to go to bed. So I went and had a nap, and they took, I think they took the dog out for a walk so it's a bit cooler, and they just kind of chilled together, had lunch and stuff. She'd come from a 60th birthday that was about half an hour from us. They'd been staying at a place called Tortworth Court overnight with some friends. So she was in the area anyway. So everyone arrived bit by bit. All of Wendy's favourite people. Wendy loves my sister. Wendy loves my dad. Wendy loves Lewis's mum. Wendy loves Lewis's sister. Oh my goodness, she was beside herself. Everyone kind of trickled in. Like I say, his mum arrived really early, and then my sister arrived about 2:30, and then his sister arrived about 3:30. And every single time someone else showed up at the door, Wendy was like, "Oh my goodness, this is insane! Like, how is this my life? What are you all doing here?" So she was exhausted come Monday afternoon, bless her. But then we all drove to Wembley together, and then, oh my goodness, I actually can't explain to you how incredible the concert was. Silk Sonic is my most listened to album. As a duo, it's him and Anderson .Paak. It's incredible. It's absolutely my kind of music. It is a sensational album, and to be able to see them live singing those songs together is incredible. And they're both so charismatic. They're real kind of entertainers, they're real showmen. It was just incredible. So yeah, I came home and I said to Lou, I really, 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 really want to experience that again. Just sensational. So sorry for banging on about that. I'm sure I will talk about it even more in my next plan with me, because I'll have seen him again by the time I record that. But anyway, that's how the spread all looks put together. Thank you for joining me for this plan with me, and I will see you in the next one.